Most of the dangerous roads carved into sides of mountains at high altitudes are often left unpaved and without guardrails. They being vulnerable to landslides, avalanches, and steep mountain terrain, many a times send drivers plummeting thousands of miles to their death. This video takes you on a virtual ride of some of the most dangerous roads, showcasing travel over some of the roughest terrain on the planet. Skipper's Canyon Road, New Zealand. High above the raging Shotover River, this narrow, unbelievable, scary yet beautiful road creeps over the face of Skipper's Canyon. Carved by hand by miners from a very narrow cut in the middle of a cliff face over 140 years ago, this extremely narrow, winding, unpaved road with its huge drop into the ravine below is so dangerous that driving on it requires tremendous skill and also a special permit. One of the most famous sections of this road is Skipper's Suspension Bridge, built 100 meters over the Shotover River near Queenstown. Passage de Goa, France. Connecting the Gulf of Bernef with the island of Noirmoutier, this unique 4.3 kilometer road disappears twice daily during the high tide, nearly 13 feet under the Atlantic Ocean's water. When the tide goes down, the road emerges again, but now with slippery seaweed all over it, and once cleansed, the vehicles are allowed to use it for a few hours. There are special safety panels on each side of the road, but in spite of this, many drivers get trapped when the water level elevates. If this happens, they climb the rescue towers that exist along the road and wait for help to arrive. Many cars, however, get washed away, and occasionally there are a few deaths too. North Youngest Road, Bolivia. Plunging from high altitude, La Paz, to the continuous downward stretch towards the Amazonian rainforest, this dirt and gravel, dangerously narrow road is often called Death Road. Driving on this 3-meter wide treacherous road without guardrails, with almost zero visibility due to the heavy rainfall and fog, the countless hairpin bends, the cascades, the landslides, the steep cliffs that drop 2,000 feet at every turn, is extremely dangerous and has already claimed hundreds of lives. Dalton Highway, Alaska. This 414-mile stretch of dirt and gravel highway that runs through Alaska's most remote wilderness, used mostly by large tractor-trailers and truckers, is one of the coldest and isolated roads on Earth. With only 3 small towns along the route, it is the longest stretch of serviceless road with no gas stations, hotels, restaurants, or any other basic services. Extreme Arctic weather, poor visibility due to snow and fog, high risks of avalanches, enormous potholes, difficult terrain, steep grades all make traveling on this deadly ice road extremely challenging and dangerous. Kolima Highway, Russia. This highway in the Russian Far East, also known as the Road of Bones, is named after the thousands of Gulag prisoners who died building it and are buried there. The mud and gravel road becomes extremely dangerous during the rains, turning it into an impassable mud blanket which can easily swallow an entire truck. The washed out sections of road reclaimed by streams, the extreme temperatures, heavy snowfall, reduced visibility makes it impossible to navigate, paralyzing the traffic and forming long traffic jams which sometimes take a few days to clear.